All right.
Okay, I want to start with a question.
Well, then,
Uh,
sure.
Jim, are you aware of the theory that this is secretly a prequel to the Kane Mutiny?
No, I'm
What?
not.
What?
It's
Oh,
interesting.
Interesting.
What?
they're both based on novels,
Right.
Yeah.
and um, there is a theory that I have seen in like two places online that
Uh-huh.
Forrester read Hauck's book first
Uh-huh.
and wrote this as sort of the what Queeg was doing in the Atlantic before.
Oh, so he's like Queeg before he
Before he
Right,
went nuts.
right.
Tom
This
totally
is
Cruise
went
is Queeg. Or
Tom
Tom
Hanks.
Hanks, I mean.
Tom
Yeah,
Hanks,
Tom
yeah.
Tom Hanks Tom
Interesting.
Hanks is Queeg because like it does feel like they're coming for him specifically
Right.
in,
Yeah.
Yeah.
in this movie. And I just saw that and I would because I watched them in the opposite order
Yeah.
and I was like, yeah, that kind of tracks.
Yeah.
Like
I have to think
even if
about
it's
that, but it
not
sort of does, doesn't it?
even if it's
I
not
I like it.
true,
Yeah.
even if it's not true, it kind of tracks.
I kind of,
Like
I really kind of like this theory. It's like,
Yeah, yeah.
it's a weird way to tie these films together because,
Yeah.
again, the stress of A led to B, basically.
right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's pretty awesome.
I
So
saw this movie right when it came out. I think this was like the first big Apple.
This was
2020.
this was like a COVID
Yeah.
movie.
This was
2020, yes,
supposed to be in
just
theaters.
pre-COVID, yeah.
Apple bought it back, and I remember watching it,
for
and
$70 million.
I like
Uh-huh.
it. I mean,
Yeah.
it's a little America fuck yeah for me sometimes, but the and there's a lot of CG, which you kind of just gotta
No,
get
dude,
past.
it's all CG. This thing was
Yeah.
filmed in Baton Rouge. This
I,
is
if I
I
didn't know
think
any
it's
better, I
just
would have thought this movie was filmed during COVID.
yeah. I
I
But
think
think the
just, but just
CG
before, I think just
I think
before
the
COVID.
CG in this movie is
It's
yeah,
fantastic.
really
having
good,
I
but the
said
thing
think
that,
is,
it's
I think
really
this is
good.
but
tremendously
Most
nobody
of it takes
entertaining.
nobody
place
in
at
this film
night.
actually got their feet wet. It's
Right.
like
Right.
But it's
it
Yeah.
You
was
know what? You know that one of the best scenes in Fury is that scene from above with the two tanks kind of like pivoting at each other. And
yeah.
this movie is filled with shit like
Oh
that.
yeah,
Oh,
yeah, yeah.
the one where the two torpedoes are coming towards
Oh yeah.
them,
Yeah.
Yes.
and
That
he's
shit's
just
great.
screaming out the orders, and it's
Uh-huh.
going like this, and then he's like, "Oh fuck, we're
Right.
going into the path of that. Oh, we gotta go back this way."
Oh, wait.
Like,
Okay, just hard left.
and
All
then
the things I
the
liked about
torpedo
it the first time I still like now.
Yeah.
fucking hits side
Yeah.
on the ship,
Yeah,
and
it just
just
kind of scrapes. Skate
yeah,
across.
Yeah.
it's
Right. It's
CG is
when they
really
were
good.
still using they weren't using
they weren't
what are they
using
called?
acoustic torpedoes yet. They
Yeah.
were
Yeah.
Yeah,
these
they
were
weren't using
Fire and
the
forget.
You
yeah.
wind up the timer on them and you set them off. Exactly.
yeah, yeah.
But
Hope it hits something.
You could still tell it was CG. I mean, it was very good,
oh,
but you
Oh
could
turn
yeah.
up,
still
turn
Oh
up.
yeah,
like
absolutely.
the
Yeah.
But I
Uh,
mean, how else would
It-
you make this movie?
no, you
uh,
couldn't
Jerry,
because you wanted to go out and do
You
it. And you wouldn't
can't.
do that.
Yeah,
no.
Yeah,
basically.
Jared, you got to
Jared,
turn
you're
up your
very
game, dude.
quiet.
Yeah,
Turn
you
up
need
a
to.
little bit.
You're a
You
little
can
quiet.
barely hear you. See if you can turn up your volume.
Yeah.
But
And Tom Hanks is just really good at playing this fucking guy. And
Although
I know
this
he
is
wrote
just
the
the
Yes.
guy,
script.
but is this
Tom
is
Hanks Tom Hanks brings pathos to every character
Yeah.
he
yeah.
plays, and the older he gets, the more pathos he brings to
Mind you,
his
this
role.
is
Right.
it's almost the same character from Private Ryan, except he's in
I was
the
gonna say he's like
Yeah.
the
A little bit.
captain in
yeah,
Private
yeah. It's
Right.
Ryan.
this kind of mournful guy with a deep private life who isn't forced into a situation of high responsibility and is doing his best, basically.
The
One of the
part the
things,
part the part where he checks his foot and he puts his hand under the light and there's the blood on
yeah,
his
Yeah.
foot and you see the sort of mournfulness in his eyes when he has to put the slippers on because
Yeah.
he knows he's about to get blood into this like one memory he has
yes,
of Elizabeth
Yes.
Shue.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
it's brutal. It's
uh,
like the scene at the beginning is brutal too, where she's like, "No, I can't marry you because the world's insane."
Check, check. Is that
Yeah.
any better?
Yeah.
hundred
That's a lot
percent.
better.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
But it's just part of the course of this thing. It's like he has to make these orders that get people killed. And what's one thing I liked about this thing is that it showed his command as actual command. Go get me a jacket. Go
Yes.
get me my
Right,
slippers. Go get me this. And people just did it because
right.
everyone looked up to him. He was the
Chain of command.
captain. There was like, unlike the other film we're going to see, there was no ambiguity there. There was a solid chain of command the entire movie.
But also, there's a couple of great scenes, like the first time that they sink a sub
Yeah.
and he sees the oil slick, and of course the crew is all going, "Fuck yeah!" But he's got that look on his face, like, that's like 100 guys right there.
I just
Yeah,
killed
pretty
100
much.
guys.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, the guy
Takes
says
no joy in that.
scratch 50 krauts, and he says 50 souls.
Right.
Yeah.
He was a merchant marine before because that's how you account for people on boats. Also, it was weird because the oil slick was red, like blood. In the
Yeah, but I think that's more accurate than.
I have no idea what color an
all
oil slick
black.
would be, but it was
Brown.
pretty amazing.
Well, it's mixing with the ocean.
Like Tad, Tad probably read a lot of the same shit. I mean, I guess there are a fair amount of like, I read, there was a lot of people who really care about this shit going, there's no fucking way that the Germans would taunt the Americans like that.
Right.
Oh,
That's
that
the
was
one.
the
That's
part
the
I
one.
really didn't
But that
like.
was the
That's
funnest
the
part
one-
of the film.
That's the one part where I'm like, absolutely the fuck
Yeah.
not, because
Yeah,
you
no.
can get positioning data off of fucking radio transmissions.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
you would never do something like that. And the Germans to broadcast radio had to trail a cable
Right.
out of the back of the submarine. So that even makes you a larger Aztec target.
Yeah.
And it's like you would never do that. Like, and that's the one I assume that's in the novel. Like it has
And
to be.
also,
In the
I think the troop
Probably.
carrier, they wouldn't put a troop carrier in the convoy, right?
Oh no, they did. They did.
They
Did they?
did, yeah.
In fact,
Had to get there
it has-
somehow.
there's multiple troop carriers, and the troop carriers would usually be in the middle. You want to screen them with the merchants and then screen the merchants with the destroyers
Right.
because of how many people are on those boats.
Yeah,
You had to convoy them because if you didn't, they're fucking sitting ducks
Yeah.
with fucking 10,000 soldiers on them.
Right.
right.
Well, mind you, a lot of this film, and this is a little deadening, is people yelling weird codes into microphones.
Yeah.
3
A lot of
times.
this film.
Yeah, but it's
Repeating
awesome.
it 3 times.
I
Somebody
like
yells
like-
it. Somebody yells it to somebody else, and then somebody else yells it to somebody else.
Yep.
Yeah.
There's
So
a
that goes
lot
on
of
a
that
lot. I know
going on.
that's accurate,
it's so
but after a
realistic.
while,
Yeah.
I know that Tom Hanks
That
is
is
a big.
how you
I know
have
it's
to
it's
do-
realistic, and I think Tom Hanks was a stickler for accuracy because he's a big nerd on this stuff. You know.
oh yeah, I know that.
Yeah,
But
I was
that's what
blown
I like
away when
about this movie.
he wrote the fucking script. That's amazing.
That's true. He wrote the screenplay for this.
And I'll
And-
bet he's the one who picked the director too, because he was a producer.
Mm.
And I'll bet somebody he knows, like Robert Duvall or Bill Murray or somebody like that, who worked on Get Low, this guy's first movie,
Wow.
was like, hey, this guy knows how to take orders.
Mhm.
Like,
Yeah,
and he
pretty
probably
much.
knows how to make a movie on the cheap,
Yeah, pretty
Right,
much.
like a good
Wow.
movie.
Mhm.
But yeah, I thought this is like a reminder why Tom Hanks is like, what do they call him? Like the nation's dad or
National-
something.
Yeah,
National
pretty
Treasure.
much. Yeah, but yeah, the whole thing that they have a real
He's amazing.
they have
He's
a real
amazing.
Fletcher class destroyer at dock in Baton Rouge, and the whole thing was filmed on that. And so they just put up green screens, and they shot water at them and moved the camera around, and
I
it was
think
like a lot of that.
But the lighting in the set is fucking great.
Well, once
Yeah.
this is heavily post. I mean,
Oh yeah.
heavily post.
Yeah.
It's like there's so much
But I
CG
mean,
in this thing.
but the set they were on was fucking sick. Like
Yeah, but it was
when they
most
built.
of it's a real goddamn destroyer. That's the thing.
Okay.
It's like,
Yeah.
yeah. So that helps quite a bit. But yeah, it was
these things, I just want to point out,
Mhm.
a Fletcher class destroyer is 2,500 tons.
Right.
Yeah.
And it is
So
moving
small.
it is moving at 36 knots.
Right.
Like, just think about how much
Like 40
fucking
miles,
mo-
45
how
miles
much-
an hour, basically.
how much momentum that is.
Oh yeah.
And the fact that this thing can twist and
I know.
turn in the
I was
water.
shocked at how fast they could move
Yeah.
it when they
Right.
wanted.
Yeah.
Well, it's over-engined. These things were over-engined. Also, this is a fairly bloodless film. There's a lot of deaths.
Oh, yeah.
You never
Well, it's
see
just
this.
There's a lot
speed.
of deaths, but yeah, they're
And
Yeah.
His
more.
feet.
off.
Well, there's
It's
not
neat.
there's not a lot of deaths.
No, there's
all
not.
all the deaths happen off screen.
The
Yeah.
most gruesome thing was that guy's face.
Getting
That's
yeah.
true.
Yeah.
The deaths are the deaths, and I think it makes it worse for Hanks's character is that the deaths are happening off screen.
Mhm.
Like, he just gets told how many people get picked up from a ship.
And that's
Right.
probably also very realistic because you can't see
Right.
it happening.
Yeah.
You just hear about
Right,
it and
yeah.
you have to go,
You
fuck.
just-
Right.
With binoculars, you can see it barely
I was
on the horizon.
I was really sad actually the scene behind Chris because I'm sure it's regular practice, but I had no idea they just put the bodies
Yeah.
in the ocean.
That's how it
and
did it. Did it back
That's how
then?
they do it.
Yeah.
We commend your soul to the deep.
I
They
love
did the same thing
the
to Osama.
well, I loved the service they had, but I was just like, holy shit, they're just gonna throw him in there.
You know what's weird? This is a weird aside. My mom used to do a lot of like courier work for like cruise lines after she retired. And what happens is like on a big cruise, there's a big huge freezer that keeps all the steaks and all the stuff for like as it slowly empties out, all the old people on the ship who eventually die because that's what happens get put in there as the food dwindles during the thing. It's like it's kind of sick.
But
So
that's
they don't throw them
today,
inside.
you know?
At the end of the cruise, the locker is empty but full of bodies.
That's like a Yorgos Lanthimos movie just waiting to be
I
made.
know, right?
Yeah.
There's a really good Caitlin Daughtry video about a person who died on a cruise and how they mishandled her body.
Wow, there it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
But same.
White Lotus material.
Yep.
All right.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was
Or
still
6 feet under.
it was a hell of a film. It was very entertaining the entire time, so it's good stuff. Although, like I said, there's a lot of like jargon in it. There's a lot of like,
That's my favorite part.
yeah,
I
because
didn't even-
want to
I like the
know.
jargon.
that felt like you were watching
I-
something from their era. They didn't explain.
I know.
Yeah,
I
I don't
know
want to know what's
Especially,
going on.
yeah,
I can
a
follow. It's like
documentary.
Yeah.
I know so much about this era of naval history because it's one of the things that I actually spend a lot of time researching,
Uh-huh.
that I understood most of the jargon.
Wow.
Like when he starts spelling out Huff Duff, I was like,
Huff
Huff
Duff,
Duff.
that's the big one.
And then Hanks is like Huff Duff, and he starts reading it. Oh yeah, Huff Duff has high definition directional finding.
Yeah.
Or sorry, high frequency directional finding.
That's how you found German submarines because they used to broadcast on high frequencies. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So there it is. All right.
Why do you
Well,
watch this and think about Das Boot the whole time?
there's the opposite side of this too, right?
Right. Yeah.
This
That
maybe
would have been a good pairing.
But I thought it was absolutely watchable, and yeah, I was not bored, and I thought it was well made for what it was. But it didn't have big aspirations, and I mean, for me, this is a movie is a very solid 5 or 6. Like
Yeah.
I would never watch it again. It's fine.
Oh.
I feel like it was kind of refreshing. I guess I've just been watching a lot of horror films, but like this and I kind of liked the America Fuck Yeah with this because I didn't think it was too much, and I think every once in a while,
appropriate for the era.
And
every once in a while we
Yeah.
need every once in a while we need a tiny bit of good America Fuck Yeah.
no,
So
in 42,
like-
America Fuck Yeah actually meant something.
Right. It was the good war.
I don't really feel like it's that America Fuck Yeah either, because
No.
what it is yeah, we're Americans and we're doing an American thing, but what we're doing is we're protecting ourselves and we're protecting them.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like it's
yeah,
not,
like at the end, the British come in and
There was
they're
a Canadian cruiser. There was a British
And it's
cruiser.
quite anticlimactic, which
There's
kind
a
of also ties
Polish
into
cruiser, too.
the whole Captain Queeg.
there is a Polish
thing.
cruiser.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
kind of
like-
it's kind of an indignity for Hanks's character at the end. He's like, "Well, don't you want us to keep going?" And they're like, "No,
No,
He has to swallow that one hard.
yeah,
Yeah.
the
yeah.
scene. It's so beautifully lit when he goes.
These are
to
your new
bed.
orders. See ya. Thanks."
So he snaps
Bye.
like a twig and becomes Captain Queeg after that.
Yeah, that
Right.
was it. The last straw.
But it's such a beautiful ending with him just going to bed
Yeah, why not?
in the middle of the day.
And God
like-
damn it, he never gets a meal. He never. I
And-
thought at the
I
end
know
he
that
got
was
the wolf and
it got
He
funny
never-
after a while, and the stewards kept putting out these amazing breakfasts and lunches.
the best he got was like a slug of cold coffee.
I know.
He
it's
Right,
like-
he had coffee occasionally.
It's not that
Yeah.
he never gets a meal; he never takes
Takes
a
it.
meal.
He never
Yeah.
eats.
He never
Because
eats
it.
there's the scene where the steward who ends up dying comes
Right.
back with the food and he puts it down.
It looks
and he's like,
great.
oh, is that the captain's? And he's like, yeah. And he just keeps going. Like,
Keep going.
And there's
It's
that
like-
brutal scene where if you weren't paying attention, you don't even know it was not George Cleveland, where the new guy comes in who's
Yeah.
also
And-
black, puts
and he
down his
calls
tray.
he calls him
Calls
Cleveland.
him Cleveland.
Well, when the camera
And he
pans
calls
up,
him Cleveland, yeah.
he goes like pot sir or pot porter sir or whatever, and he says, "What the fuck?" And you're so sad immediately in that moment because you know he died.
right.
And
Right.
it's just-
He was below decks, got hit by the torpedo. Yeah, I know. It's,
He was loading shells. That's what he was
Yeah.
doing.
all the
Like,
actor,
he
I
was
forgot the name of the
helping
guy
out
who,
with-
who played the XO. The guys in a lot of games.
Stephen Graham.
God
Stephen
damn.
Graham, he's amazing.
He's
Yeah,
amazing.
we've seen him in other things.
Oh,
He's
there's
so
a
good.
ton
I
of
read
good
the
He's
things.
movie too.
he's so good in
If you
everything.
guys didn't watch Adolescence from last year, I mean,
Oh, we did. I
or from
did.
earlier
Yeah,
this
He's
year.
right.
amazing in that. But like Boardwalk Empire and a bunch of other
Oh, yeah.
it's just like amazing.
The Irishman, and
Yeah,
this
yeah.
is this is England, and
Yeah.
incredible.
He's just a crazy actor, crazy good actor.
He's just one of those British actors who can just show up in anything and play that character and then leave.
And
Like-
with a fucking intensity too.
Oh
he'll
yeah,
bring-
shit. It was
When
weird.
he's
It was-
he's the one who keeps talking about how he hasn't slept, he hasn't eaten, like it he won't allow himself to be relieved, like he knows.
Yeah.
Like he knows this guy at this point in time and is like, all right, well, we have to maintain discipline. We have to make sure that we're following his orders because he's the captain. He knows what he's doing, even though this is the first time he's ever done this.
Yeah.
I don't know why I didn't see this when it came out. I remember when it came out, I was like, oh, I should watch that.
This was a lockdown movie, man.
It was a lockdown movie because we were all fucking locked down.
That's right.
Yep.
I didn't watch it, but god damn it, I'm reminded, I'm reminded of how good Tom Hanks really is.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Yes.
And like, this is probably one of his best performances since, I don't know, like
Captain Phillips.
Captain Phillips. Yeah, I was gonna say Phillips.
Captain
Like,
Phillips.
I just remember how he was in Elvis and he fucking stole the movie basically.
Kind of.
Yeah.
I thought that wasn't the right.
Oh no, I thought
Character
it was
choice.
Sure. For
Yeah.
sure.
He jumped in
yeah.
both feet on that one. That was great.
Yeah,
Anyway,
just the wrong.
Parker.
let's clear the deck.
But I think this was fantastic.
let's clear the deck and let's do
Yeah.
our thing and let's move on. What do you think, guys?
Oh, I loved it.
I
Great
really
choice.
like this movie still. Seen it
yeah.
twice. so
Again,
great.
there's a lot.
I would
talking,
watch this again.
a lot of
Yeah.
talking into microphones, but I can live with it. There it is. All right.
It's lovely.